And a very good morning from Paultons Park. You're watching Adventure Planet, where today I'm back here for their second VIP event. So I want to start off by saying a huge thank you to the park for inviting me down. It's going to be a fantastic day today, beautiful blue skies and feeling nice and warm. And of course, as part of that VIP day, we've got some specialties going on around the park, including some exclusive ride time, some presentations talking about the future of the park here, which is happening a little bit later on, full buffet, as well as some behind the scenes access as well on rides here at the park, and also behind the boards of what's going to be Vikings and the new holiday village a little bit later on here at the park. So looking forward to checking all of that out. Of course, it is also the opening day of Ghostly Manor here today at the park, Saturday the 17th of May, Paultons' brand new interactive dark ride. So really looking forward to checking that out. Of course, I've not been here since February. It's been a few months. Do check out the opening day vlog right here on the Paultons Park playlists on the channel if you've not done so already. Today, looking forward to seeing the finished product and getting my first rides on that. Now, if you do want to come down to Paultons Park, check it all out for yourself. Prices start in advance online at £45. It is free parking here, and children under 1 metre also get in for free. Park hours today, 10 AM through until 5:30, but of course, we get to stay quite a bit later than that due to that VIP access. Let's head on in. And this is the view that greets you as you come out of those entrance turnstiles then, and it really is beautiful here at Paultons. It's always so well maintained, really well landscaped. Got the Wild Forest restaurant just off to the right, along with that water globe. And then John and Anne's garden just off to the left. It really is a beautiful park. Like I say, so many photo opportunities to be had here. About 140 acres. With 70 attractions spread across the park. And of course, those gardens, that is how Paultons Park started. It was a bird garden back in 1983, and a lot smaller than it is now. Just off to the left there is where you'll find Lost Kingdom, Flight of the Pterosaur, Velociraptor, and also Cobra, Edge and Magma down that way as well. And of course, if you want to get to Peppa Pig World and Tornado Springs, and the brand new interactive dark ride Ghostly Manor, you'll be heading off to the right, and that's where I'm going to be heading right now. Oh, here we go. Love the new lamps. Big lanterns on there. Oh, wow. The entrance looks incredible. Like I say, this is the first time that I'm actually seeing this without all of the scaffolding on the front, and it does look absolutely epic. It fits the area so well. Look what they've done with the facade here, all the trees. It looks great. How you doing? All right? It looks absolutely awesome. Look at this. And it's not just the main ride itself, it's all this area around here as well that they've done. Obviously, this is just kind of a back of house area for staff, but they've all themed this in really well. They've got the windows in place now, the clock up the top. This looks absolutely awesome. And of course, as that VIP day, there's a lot of other vloggers here. Great atmosphere so far. And here you've got the board here, showing all of your scores and the photos. I'm assuming, is that the last riders? Yeah, I think it is. And then you've got the daily high score and the all-time high score just on the bottom there. It looks great. Look at this piece just on the front here. And the queue doesn't look too bad actually, but yeah, look at this, all the fencing and the gates and stuff put in here. It looks great. That is actually a fully working gate, that as well. All this looks absolutely awesome. It looks great. Love it. Oh, it's great to see. All the props in the queue line here as well. Absolutely fantastic. Now, the ride system is actually developed by Mac Rides, but a lot of these props and theming pieces were done in-house and also by Themix, and then the ride software is actually done by Lagotronics. You got all the flowers out the front, all this flooring has been redone as well. Of course, we saw this back in February. All the block paving down. And of course, the water fountain here as well looks great. And this signage. It all looks fantastic. Really looking forward to getting my first rides on here. Let's join the queue. And before I do join the queue then, I thought I'd just give you a quick look at the restrictions board here. Children under 5 years old cannot ride. Children under 8 must be accompanied by a responsible adult. If you do want to check out all the advisory, accessibility and rules information here, feel free to pause the video to read those for yourself. And here we go then, about to join the queue, and it is just a 15-minute wait. So let's head on in. Ghostly Manor. Love the signage. And look at this, when you just walk in here, it looks great. All the music. And I really do love all these props. Like I say, we kind of had a sneak preview of these back in February when we did come down and have a look over the fence, but it looks great all in place here. Little swing here, all the statues. And I absolutely love these portraits. Look at this. It's like something out of Harry Potter. And of course, the storyline for this ride is all centered around Dr. Kinley. He many years ago saw his first spirit, OG, and since then has kind of been fascinated with the spiritual world. Yeah, look at this. This looks great. Love this prop. That looks awesome. And of course, he built his phantom phasers to catch all the spirits, and that's what we're doing on the ride. Of course, it is an interactive dark ride. Love all these portraits. Yeah, the queue is really, really well finished off. You've got the books down here, all these railings, and all the block paving that carries on down. All the planting in place. And these big trees as well that obviously existed before. That all just really makes it. And you've got that music in the background as well. This facade looks absolutely awesome. Can't wait to see the interior. And we've been waiting about 5 minutes in the queue line now then, and there's so many photo opportunities around here. Look at this with the books around, and again, another one of those portraits. It looks great. Yeah, all the planting, all the landscaping, it does look awesome. And they've got the well here as well, which is a really nice theming piece. The original plans for that was that this bucket was actually going to move and go up and down inside the well. Unfortunately, they didn't quite get around to getting that in place. However, the well itself is really impressive. There's some sound effects coming from there as well, which is cool. Just love all the detailing in this queue line, all these statues. And the swing at the back there, which ominously moves by itself. Really, really looking forward to this ride. It's quite actually unique for the UK. You've got 5 8-seater vehicles inside here, 4 people sat back to back, with the gondola actually kind of rotating into the different scenes. And yeah, for the UK, that is actually quite unique. So looking forward to this. You've got a bottle of wine down there. This looks really nice as well. All the planting on there. I'm not quite so sure about the satellite dishes at the top here though. Not quite sure what they're for, the big aerial on the top. Yeah, it looks a little bit out of place, but that's probably necessary for maybe the ride or something else around the park. Yeah, this looks great, and here we are. About to enter the building itself. Oh, look at this. Love this theming piece here. That looks absolutely awesome. The huge lights on either side, these kind of green lanterns. Almost looks like they're filled with like a slime or something, you know. Oh, wow, look at this. Big statue, there he is. Dr. Kinley himself. Wow, all the walls here. All the lights. Like all the little bits of detailing here as well, like the torn wallpaper. It's not actually a wallpaper though, it's just kind of a material. It's almost like a screen. Oh, it looks great in here.
It's up to you. You must explore the manor and recapture the ghosts yourselves. Find the escaping ghosts and zap them swiftly with your phasers. But be warned, some ghosts may put up a fight. Keep an eye out for OG, a formidable spirit who might just be the cause of this spectral crisis. He must be captured at all costs.
And a quick video of Dr. Kinley there explaining what you're about to do, and OG actually appears in this tank here as well, which is a nice little effect. There you go, there's a little containment unit just there. Absolutely brilliant. Love all this. There he is again. And after 15 minutes of queuing then, we are just about to board the right vehicle just through here. This is a nice little touch. It's me on CCTV. Yeah? Hello. You just got some final boarding instructions just before you get on the right vehicle. Just through there, you can just see it all turning. The Mac Rides Gameplay Theatre. Looking forward to this. Let's get on. And here we go as a look at that Phantom Phaser. Feels pretty good. Look at that. All lights up, haptic feedback as well. Then of course your score just down on the front, and here we go. Hey! Capturing those ghosts. Not sure how much you'll be able to see on the GoPro. It is pretty dark in here, but I'll do what I can. Scene number 1 into scene number 2. Yay! There's OG. It's a nice mixture of screens and props so far. Yeah, I like that. Oh, some movement up there as well. A little bit of downtime. And here we go. Bit of downtime there for about 10 seconds or so, but we're back. One massive screen here is huge. I'm trying to shoot and film at the same time. It's a little bit difficult, but I'm doing my best. Hey. I love the hose snake at the bottom there, that looks cool. Hey. It's like something out of Little Shop of Horrors this, all the plants coming to life. Oh, there he is. That's a nice animatronic, that. That's pretty cool. Hey, and another big screen. The guns do give great feedback, actually. The accuracy is not brilliant. I feel like they could do a little bit of calibration. My gun does tend to be shooting off to the left a little bit. And now it doesn't seem too bad. Might just have been on that one screen, perhaps. There we are, currently on 50,050. And that looks like that's it.
And the ghosts are contained once again. You've truly saved the day.
And there you go, scores appear on the top, 50,050. Not too bad for a first go.
Follow the instructions of my trusty staff. They'll ensure you exit safely and swiftly.
Love all the movement around. And there we are, that's the end of the ride. Back to the exit.
And
I've just had my first 2 rides on Ghostly Manor. I wait about 15 minutes each time. Yeah, come off the first time, I thought, you know what, it's only 15 minutes, let's go on again and just get a, you know, not filming or anything, just really kind of concentrating on what the ride is like. And let's start off with that absolutely gorgeous queue line. There's some amazing props around there, and it really is great with the music, those moving portraits. The archway actually into the queue line looks really nice as well, with the signage, the water fountain, all the flooring redone, and yeah, some really nice props like the chairs and tables all kind of stacked up. You've got the well in there as well, you've got like a little pond, you've got that swing that kind of moves backwards and forwards on its own, and that really nice kind of theming piece on the actual manor itself. And the facade looks absolutely great with all the scaffolding taken down. It really does look the part. They've done an absolutely fantastic job. Actually, from outside of the entrance, the big facade with like the tree and stuff, it really blends in perfectly. It makes it look like it's just not part of the ride, that it actually is in the background of the house itself. You then enter into the house, you've got that awesome statue of Dr. Kinley and some really nice prompts in there as well. I like kind of that screen effect that they've got on the walls there with all the detailing around. You've got the jars, little video effects going around as well, all the photos, the dolls, and of course you've got those screens telling the story of the ride and the boarding instructions and all that kind of thing. You've got some ghost containment units in there, flickering lights. I'll tell you what, the queue line really is an absolutely fantastic place. It really is nice, feels nice and atmospheric, you know. And then obviously, of course, you board the ride vehicle itself, and it's an interesting concept. Obviously, it's the Mack Rides gameplay theatre, and it's got its drawbacks, I will say. Positively though, I had a lot of fun with it. The phantom phasers were really good. They feel nice with the haptic feedback, all the lighting on there as well. Had a little bit of a couple of issues with accuracy, I think, with mine on some screens, not on all of them, so maybe a bit of a recalibration is needed on the phasers. But it's a nice mix of screens and physical props. There's 3 big screens in there, I think, 3 or 4 absolutely huge screens that go right across, and the other scenes are kind of a mix of both props and screens. So you're actually kind of shooting like plants, and there's that little snake that's like the hose in there, which I thought was actually pretty cute. There's quite an impressive plant animatronic in there as well that you saw, and you're basically just kind of rotating into all of those different scenes, and then you finish up with your scores coming up across the top. A photo is taken of you, and you then see that photo that you can just see on the boards here with your high score that you can see on exiting the ride. Really fun addition. I think it's an absolutely fantastic one to Paultons Park. Their first dark ride, nice and interactive, nice fun story, and it really is. The kids will absolutely love that. There's a couple of drawbacks with the system itself. Some of the scenes, you can still just hear some scenes going on in the background. They've made it in a way, they've kind of used this soundproofing material so that the scenes don't blend in, but I was sat on kind of seat number 4 on that second go, and I'm kind of on the edge, and I could just hear some of the sounds coming through from the other scenes. We did have a little bit of that downtime as well. That would have been due to possibly a slow loading at the start. They have to be very on point with the loading on this ride, as basically you sit on one big platform that all rotates, so they need to get people on the ride quick, 20 seconds or so, so that to not cause any delays to the ride itself. So I think that's what actually caused that. With the rotating of the platform though, there are some scenes that you do kind of see before you're actually due to get to them, and you actually go around that system twice, and there is a part where you kind of come round and you can kind of see the queue line again of people queuing up and the ride operators as you move past them into another scene. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I will say I did have a lot of fun though. Like I say, my big concern was that it was going to be too screen heavy. It's not. I feel like it's a nice mix. Yes, it's nothing on the standard of something that you would get at Disney, but it's a beautiful little attraction here at Paultons Park. It looks the part here at the front. I'm really pleased with it, and pleased for the park as well. It's an addition that they've needed here at the park for a long time, a nice indoor attraction, and that really does fit the bill. Fantastic addition. Let's head further into the park. Oh, I'm really pleased for Paultons and Ghostly Manor. It really is such a fun attraction, and everyone's really enjoying it around there by the sounds of it. I spoke to a few people, a lot of enthusiasts here today obviously, and everyone seems to have enjoyed their ride. But look how beautiful this is. I tell you what, Paultons on days like today, it really does look absolutely glorious. Going to make my way down to the Lost Kingdom now then, and I get my ride on Splash Lagoon. Of course, this was the new ride for last year here at the park. Opening day at the last VIP event. And obviously when I came down here in February, that ride wasn't yet open. I believe it is today. So yeah, gonna get on that. Beautiful day for it. You don't get too wet on there, however that drop can be surprising. You get wetter than you think. And there's been some changes that have gone on behind the construction walls for Vikings. We've got some footers for the new roller coaster going into place. But of course we'll show you that in greater detail after park close when we actually get to go behind there and check that out. Of course there's the Splash Park all open as we enter the Lost Kingdom. Looking forward to getting back on Splash Lagoon actually. Love the signage. Old dinosaur up the top there. And of course you've got base camp just off to the right there. They sell some pretty good chicken wings in there actually. Not eaten in there in a while though. I usually go to Route 83. Can't miss out on those tornado fries, of course. A live dinosaur encounter still here as well, just off to the right. And talking of well-themed rides, here's another one. It's Splash Lagoon on just a 5-minute wait. Absolutely love this ride. It's so good. Here we go. Oh, look at this, the music, the sound effects. Ah, oh, it's beautiful. I'll tell you what, it really is a gorgeous park, Paultons. Hey, hello. Here's the dinosaur Torco. Nice bit of interaction really, that ride with Splash Lagoon. Oh, look at it. Unfortunately though, it looks like my friend over the back still isn't working. Well, at least I don't think he is. Hey! Yeah, so you do get pretty wet. Is he working? I don't think he is. He usually lifts his head up when you get to the top of that lift hill. It's a shame about that. He wasn't working towards the end of last season either, so maybe they got some issues with it. Oh, this looks like a walk-on. Fantastic. And of course the beauty of Paultons Park is I can take you on all the rides. So sit back, relax, as we head on to Splash Lagoon. Oh, I love this view from up here. Look at that. Absolutely marvelous. Let's get on. And here we go then. Got my little boat all to myself. Of course. As we're about to ride Splash Lagoon here at Paultons Park. And like I say, this opened in 2024. Manufactured by ABC Rides. There he is. Hey! Hello. And there's the guy that's still not working. Hopefully they can fix him. It really makes it when you get to the top and he kind of lifts his head up to look at you, you know? Oh! Oh! God, dripped on already. Ah, it's beautiful. You would never have thought that this was actually where Temple Heights used to be, right? Who remembers that? The old Zamperla magic carpet that used to be here? Completely different. There he is, the old Triceratops, or is he a Stegosaurus? I always get the two mixed up. Oh, the music, the theming, I tell you what, Paultons in the UK, I really do feel like they're pretty unmatched when it comes to theming. Absolutely fantastic. There goes Snappy. Hey. Yeah, it's a 0.9 meter height requirement for this ride. If boat stops, please remain seated. All part of normal operating procedures. Here we go. Ah, oh, poor old Diplodocus. And here we go. See how wet we get. Hey. Oh. Oh. Oh yeah, I got... That's not too bad. That's about a 5 out of 10. It reminds me a lot of river rafts, this. Over at Chessington World of Adventures, also manufactured by ABC Rides, but you certainly don't get anywhere near as wet on this than you do on river rafts. So do bear that in mind. Oh, that's nice and refreshing though, that. And there we are, Splash Lagoon, back around into the station. Love all the claw marks on the walls and everything here, looks great. And some on-ride footage there then of Splash Lagoon, and you know what, I absolutely love that ride. The theming around there, the music, the animatronics, it looks absolutely glorious. And like I say, on days like today you can't turn down a ride like that. That was actually nice and refreshing. About 4 or 5 out of 10 in terms of soakage, so not too bad at all. While I'm here in the Lost Kingdom, of course, we can't miss out on Flight of the Pterosaur, Vekoma family suspended roller coaster on just a 10-minute wait. Let's go.
She soars through the sky. That must be some world. Welcome to Flight.
And here we go then. Waited about 10 minutes for Flight of the Pterosaur. Great ride this. Vekoma family suspended coaster. And you get some idea of the construction that's going on around the park from the top of the lift hill here, but of course we'll take a closer look at that a little bit later on. But yeah, look at that. Oh, it's all going on. Here we go. Hey! Oh, it's the Water Kingdom. Hey, in action. And some great views over the Lost Kingdom area. Hey! Through the tunnel. And that nice terrain hugging helix to finish. Here we go. And back into the station. Way. And there you go. Front row, Flight of the Pterosaur.
All passengers must shuffle to the back of this.
And some on-ride footage there then of Flight of the Pterosaur. Fantastic ride that. Boulder Dash is also here, a little crazy daisy type ride for the kids. And Flight of the Pterosaur is now down to just a 5-minute wait. And like I said, at the top of that lift hill, you can really appreciate some of the vertical construction that's gone on over the back there, ready for Vikings. And like I say, we will take a closer look at that a little bit later on as part of that VIP tour. Velociraptor though, currently walk on. That's the great thing about Paultons, isn't it? They never suffer from long queue times. Absolutely incredible. Here she comes, Vekoma Boomerang. Velociraptor. Let's go, on-ride footage coming up. And here we go then, complete walk on the park's 2016 Vekoma Boomerang. And some more great views of the construction.
Mummy's gone on that ride with Reese. She's left the production.
Hey, there is Lost Kingdom.
Ready?
Not quite at the back.
Steady. We get stopped. Here we go.
Hey! Here we go. Yeah, just one off the back this time. He's enjoying it on the back. Oh, through the station. And there we are, Velociraptor. And there he is. And some on-ride footage of Velociraptor today, and I'm also going to get some on-ride footage of Dino Chase. Yeah, here we go. This is another ride that I didn't ride back in February. There's a little bit of a queue, and I thought, no, I won't take anything away from the kids. But it looks like it's pretty much a walk-on today. You usually get 3 laps on this as well. And again, there's some nice bits of theming around. Basic layout, manufactured by Zero, this one. But I do love the train design. Yeah, it's not looking too bad at all. Let's jump on. Dino Chase. And here we go on Dino Chase then, and I've got the entire train to myself. That's how quiet it was. Here we go. Love a good Zero Tivoli. Look at this. Hey, I don't think I've ever had this ride entirely to myself before. Probably only going to get 2 laps. Well, you never know. This used to be called the Flying Frog, this coaster, before obviously Lost Kingdom in 2016. Hey, hey. That's a fun little ride. Am I going to get 3? Hey, a 3rd lap, there we go. Like bits of theming around. There's old Steggy, that's a Stegosaurus, right? Yeah, I think the one that Splash Lagoon is a Triceratops. Hey, there we go. Nice little ride on Dino Chase. Nice brakes. Oh, do you know what? I don't think I've ever had the entire train to myself before on Dino Chase. Fantastic little ride though for the kids. Nice little Zero Tivoli attraction, which opened back in 2016. And yeah, 3-lap special on that one, which is absolutely fantastic. Gonna make my way over to that western area of the park now, the way you can find Magma, the Edge, and Cobra. This guy right here though, he's keeping an eye on all that construction, as it's worth noting that you can no longer take that path that usually connects Lost Kingdom down to where Magma is. That's all now closed off. So let's take a look at what's going on behind these walls. And I love this view here of the Sky Swinger. Nice zero wave swinger that opened here in 2008. It really looks the part, doesn't it, with the signage. And obviously Flight of the Pterosaur right in the background there. And of course you do also have the Digger Ride and Seal Falls, which is still at the back here. I don't think they're going to be going anywhere. You get to those just through this pathway down here and then off to the left. Still no sign of anything happening here where Raging River once stood. Obviously that was a Revachon log flume that was just here, and as you can see, still all bare. Nothing happening here yet. Be interesting to see what that does become in the future. But yeah, they do have Seal Falls and the Digger Ride still there. But in terms of getting to Cobra and Magma and the Edge, you now have to take this new pathway just here. As you see, it's still got all of the Viking signage in place. So you got this new signage here, obviously telling you where to find Magma, Cobra, and the Edge. Yeah, this is all a brand new pathway here. This certainly wasn't here in February. Get a little bit closer to all the construction as well. Oh, this area is going to look absolutely fantastic when it's all finished off. Can't wait to see it. So pleased for the park. And here we are in that western area of the park then. And it's not very like me to head for the Edge first. Usually I'm straight on Cobra. But I did ride that back in February. The Edge was closed back then. So it's been a while since I've rode this. The park's 2009 Zamperla Disco. And yeah, look at this. All this new fencing in place here. Yeah, this kind of looks very Viking-y, doesn't it? Yeah, with these kind of posts here with the spikes. I wonder if anything will get put on, like any kind of theming pieces will get put onto these at some point in the future. Yeah, the Edge, all now nicely fenced in. And this obviously suggests that this ride won't be getting moved or replaced. We'll see how this rides. Like I say, this is kind of one of the more uncomfortable Zamperla Discos out there. It is a little bit jolty, or it certainly has been in the past. Hey, it is quite warm though. So maybe that'll smooth things out a little bit. Everyone's saying hi to YouTube. I do love a good Zamperla Disco though, so let's head on. I'll take you on-ride footage coming up. And waited about 5 minutes then, we got a dispatch on the Edge. Like I say, the 2009 Zamperla Disco here at Paultons. Let's see how this rides in 2025. And the amazing thing is this whole area at the back here is all going to be turned into that brand new holiday village, featuring lodges, entertainment, restaurants, games, all with a Scandinavian aesthetic, and it's going to look awesome. Because you've got all that gorgeous tree line across the back as well. It's going to look great when it's done. And it's about time, you know? Feels like a long time coming since Paultons has ever spoke of becoming a full resort. So really looking forward to staying here in the future. It's going to be great. Hey. Hey. Here we go, the edge. Oh, bumpy, bumpy, but not too bad. Hey. Oh, a little bit of a jolt. Hey. Wow, here we go. Hey. It is a bumpy one. Oh, I really can't wait for the holiday village. It's going to be amazing. Hey. And you just see that new toilet block being built here, just to the left of Cobra there. Again, you can kind of appreciate that Viking theming going into place. And there we go. That's the edge. Not too bad. A little bit jolty. Not the smoothest disco out there, but it's still good. And there's some on-ride footage there then of the edge. And yeah, I don't know what it is about that one, but it's certainly not the smoothest of the UK's Zampella discos there. There are some jolts to that ride. But just to the left of that, and to the left of Cobra's final helix, you've got that new toilet block that I pointed out whilst on the ride. I thought I'd take a closer look of it over here. And like I say, it's not really anything exciting in and of itself. It's just a toilet block. But it kind of gives you some idea of that Viking-inspired theming that's going to be present in this area when it opens up next year. And from the external point of view, it looks really, really nice. You can imagine when all this is kind of themed in and decorated up, it's going to look great. Really, really cannot wait for this new area to open up next year. It's going to be fantastic. And from the edge over to the park's 2006 Gerstlauer bobsled, it is of course Cobra. Absolutely love this ride. My favorite coaster in the park. Hey! And it is currently a walk-on. And we've got a dispatch on Cobra. Hey! I got a lot of love for this ride, I really do. And here again, some good views. Got something going on the construction site down there. Oh, look at this. All the footers just off to the left. Oh! Oh! Oh, I love the first drop to Cobra. I always forget that it comes as quickly as it does, because I'm too busy taking in the views, looking off to the left. And then before you know it, you're hitting that first drop. Wow! All the footers in place, all the groundwork, look at this. Hey! Oh! Here we go, over the bunny hills, through the shed, and into that final helix. Hello, toilet block. Hey. And here we are, there's Cobra. Oh, it's a bit rattly, that one. Bit shopping trolley-esque. Here we go. That's the end of the ride. Absolutely love it. I just had my ride on Cobra then, the Gerstlauer bobsled, some on-ride footage that you've just seen, and I absolutely love that ride. Heights of about 54 feet, speeds of 31 miles an hour, and there's some great elements on there as well. Always really do enjoy a ride on that, especially when it's a walk-on, which is usually the case here at Paultons. I just cannot wait to see how this ride is going to be themed in. By the looks of it, this ride isn't going to be getting moved anywhere. All those footers for the new coaster going into place are all kind of around Cobra, so I don't think this is going to be moving. And if you take a look at the station, which I'll show you now, it looks as though there could be a bit more theming going into place on that right side. Let's go and have a look. As you can see, that is the new pathway that comes up into this western area of the park now, and here we go. The station for Cobra on this right side here, a lot of scaffolding up in place, and it looks as though this could be a whole new theming element going on to the side here. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what that's going to be. And of course, we have Magma here as well, the SPF Visa drop tower. Again, a complete walk-on. And if you are visiting the park and you do want some great views of the construction, this is the best ride to get it from. I do love this signage for the food unit just outside of Critter Creek here, and some ice cream does sound good actually for a day like today. It is actually pretty warm, feels like temps of 20 degrees currently as we enter Critter Creek. And there we are, just a 10-minute wait for the Caterpillar coaster. Hey! And we see all the funky critters here. And it's the 10th anniversary of this area in 2025. Opened back in 2015. Of course, the Caterpillar coaster has existed for a lot longer than that. That opened here in 2000. It was actually called the Stinger before being renamed and rethemed to Caterpillar to fit more in with the area. And just a 10-minute wait. Zero Tivoli. Love the sound of this one. Sounds fantastic. And you've also got Professor Blast's Expedition Express off to the left as well. Not sure if this is in action or whether there's just no queue for it, but oh, actually I'm not sure is the train even on? No, that is down for today. No, the entrance is all blocked off, and yeah, the ride vehicle's nowhere to be seen, so that's obviously getting its maintenance. Like all the theming around here though. I tell you what, the park's really on point today. All the audio nice and loud, all the animatronics working all across the park. What a beautiful day to be here. Hey! All right, let's go and join the queue for Caterpillar. And we got a dispatch on Caterpillar. The 2000 Zero Tivoli. And all the little critters around. One of them over the back there has got his tongue stuck to the floor. Towards the back of the train again for this one. I like the first drop towards the back. Hey! Oh. You do come out of your seat if you're towards the back of the train, it's great. Hey. 2-lap special this one, through the station. Hey, hello. There's the beaver. I don't know what that's supposed to be. No idea. It's a very interestingly themed ride, this. Here we go. Out of my seat again. Hey! That's great. Don't underestimate that. Oh, the sounds of a Zero Tivoli. It's great. All the mushrooms and toadstools around, and there we are, that's it, Caterpillar. And some on-ride footage there then of the Caterpillar. Great ride that. I do enjoy that towards the back, that first drop. Also, you got Beastie Burrow here as well if you do want to go in and see your insects, your amphibians, and various other creepy critters can all be found in there. I'm going to head out of Critter Creek now though, and into the rest of the park down towards Tornado Springs. And of course Peppa Pig World is also here. And that was actually quite busy this morning. It's been an absolutely amazing atmosphere here today. Of course, it always is on days like today with the blue skies and the warm sun. But today, obviously, it being the VIP event as well, I've met some great people around. Viking boats just through there. Nice little Zero flat ride. And you've also got Kon-Tiki here as well, the rocking tug just off to the left. And an old teacups ride just to the right as well. And Kon-Tiki's quite well themed actually, I quite like this. Yeah, really, really cool. The big sail on there. Hey, hello. About to enjoy their ride on the rocking tug. And then the teacups here as well. One of the older rides here at Paultons. You can kind of tell that it is, but it's still really well looked after. Love the big bowl of fruit in the middle. And just heading on down from the teacups then, it's important not to forget that there are a wide variety of animals to see here at the park as well, including birds, penguins, tortoises, meerkats. It's all here. As a matter of fact, you see some of the tortoises just towards the back here in the tortoise hut, funnily enough. All out enjoying the sun. Of course, if they are inside though, you can see them through these windows here. There we are, the tortoise hut. I like the signage on that, that's cool. And just behind that you have the pirate ship. Let's not forget about that. That's kind of tucked away just down the back here. Kind of behind this big seating area. As Storm Chaser goes in the background there. And speaking of Storm Chaser, that's where we're going to head now, down to Tornado Springs. Get a little bit late in the day. It's almost 3 o'clock, not yet had any lunch. Of course, you've got the Grand Central Cafe, you've got Ciao Bella here as well. That's actually looking quite busy, Ciao Bella. That's this milkshake and ice cream shop just in front of us here. They sell some absolutely gorgeous desserts, if you want to call them desserts, in there. And then, of course, you have the Grand Central Cafe as well. A little bit pricey, both of these. However, it probably is worth it for what you actually get. As you can see, massive seating area around here as well. So of course, if you do bring your own food or a bit of a picnic, you got all the grass that you can lay out on here. I'll tell you what, Paultons Park, it really is absolutely fantastic. I love it here. It really, really is great. Of course, the Rio Grande Railway as well. You get some good views of Tornado Springs on the little train ride. And then Storm Chaser. And you got all the topiaries here as well. Like this one with the penny farthing. And the double-decker carousel as well by Birdison, and it is gorgeous, isn't it? And I'll tell you what, if you're ever lucky enough to come to Paultons Park at night, this looks absolutely marvelous. All lit up. It really does. And of course, Paultons also now do mini melts. Now this is the closest as you're going to get to Dipping Dots here in the UK. Haven't actually tried these myself yet. Might see if I can find some a little bit later on. Oh, look at that. What a picture. Incredible. As we head into Tornado Springs, one of the best themed areas in the UK, probably next to Forbidden Valley now at Alton Towers. All modelled on that Midwestern American town. Oh, the music, the theming, the signage around here. I do you know what I do? I absolutely love it. But here we are, Route 83, the restaurant. Let's stop in and get some lunch. And then we'll head on to this beast. The Mag Ride's spinning coaster, it's Storm Chaser. Oh, and here we go then. This is what it's all about. The chicken tenders with the tornado fries, barbecue sauce and a soft drink. This came to £12.95. And to be honest, we do actually get a full buffet later on as part of the VIP experience, but I was absolutely starving and those tornado fries look too good to miss out on. Absolutely beautiful, served nice and hot, nice and fast. Absolutely brilliant food here at Route 83. Love the tornado fries, love the chicken tenders. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. A little bit stingy on the barbecue sauce maybe, there's only half a pot there. Usually you get a bit more than that, but still, absolutely fantastic food. Oh, that was an absolutely beautiful meal in Route 83, really did enjoy that. And I tell you what, I've been watching Storm Chaser from inside Route 83 and the operations on this are absolutely outstanding. There's been a train going what feels like every 20 seconds for the entire time that I was sat in there eating my meal. They are getting the train sent out on this thing so fast. It's great. Hey. But you know what? I'm going to let that meal die down just a little bit before I head on to Storm Chaser, as it is quite an intense ride, certainly that helix. So I'm going to head on something a little tamer, and that is of course Farmyard Flyer. We've also got Cyclonator here as well, which is the biggest thrill ride here at Paultons. And you got Junkyard Junction off to the left, and of course over the back as well, a slightly smaller play area. And Cyclonator on just 5 minutes, Zamperla Gyro Swing. Absolutely awesome ride, and I do just about prefer it over Maelstrom. The only thing that really takes away from this ride are the restraints. They're really not comfortable if you're tall. Oh, it's a great ride though, really well themed as well. I'll come back and do that after Farmyard Flyer. Like I say, just give my give my meal just a little bit of extra time to settle down, because I'll tell you what, I did feel like I ate my weight almost in tornado fries there. But here we go, Farmyard Flyer, just a 10-minute wait. Little zero force coaster this one. Again, some excellent signage, some great music in the queue line as well, and an awesome station. Let's head on. And waited just 5 minutes then for Farmyard Flyer, and I do love the lopsided station. And all the props around, it's great, isn't it? 2 lap special on this one. Here they come. Love the propeller on the Zero car as well. And I'm going to be on the back. On-ride POV coming up. And we got a dispatch on the Farmyard Flyer then. Here we go. Hey. Oh. Hey. Oh, wow. Oh, I love this coaster, it's so good. All the theming around, all the planes, all the windmills. Oh, they're enjoying it in front. Yeah, I say it every time, the only thing I do wish for this ride is that you actually had more of a station fly through than coming to a stop. The staff here are all great as well. Hey. Yeah, we'll get on Cyclonator after this. Then head on over to Storm Chaser before ending the day, or the park day I should say, over at Peppa Pig World. And there we are, Farmyard Flyer. Perfect.
Everybody go flying.
On-ride footage there then of the Farmyard Flyer, Paultons Parks' newest roller coaster, which opened here in the Tornado Springs area back in 2022. Nice little zero force coaster, that nice bits of theming around. Do love the station and the Zero car on there as well. Cyclonator behind me, Zamperla Gyro Swing, 85 feet. Nice thrill ride this for Paultons. Gonna hop on now, just a 10-minute wait. And we got a dispatch on Cyclonator then, the biggest thrill ride here at Paultons Park, heights of 85 feet, and it is quite intense. Just like I say, if you're anything over 6'2", 6'3", the restraints are pretty uncomfortable on the shoulders. Otherwise, it's a great ride. Let's go. Hey. Oh, feel that power. Here we go. Hey. Here we go. Full swing. Here we go. Yay. It's a good one. Whee. Oh, those restraints do ratchet down on the shoulders. Way, some great views. Way. Oh, restraints ratcheting down again. Way. And some on-ride footage there then of Cyclonator here at Paultons Park. If you want something that's not quite as intense as that, you can still get some good views from Windmill Towers here. Set of junior drop towers manufactured by Zera. Think Fire and Ice Freefall at Legoland Windsor. But we're going to head right behind those though, over to Storm Chaser. Currently advertised as 0 minutes. Yeah, probably between that and 5 by the looks of it. As we head on to the Mack Rides spinning coaster. It's a great ride, this. Great soundtrack as well by Imascore. And look at this queue line, so atmospheric. All the flickering lights.
Once seated, we're allowed all cars. You must remain seated, grab chains, and hold on.
And we got a dispatch on Storm Chaser back row, of course. Is there any better way to ride this? Make that helix even more intense as we ascend to the top of that 64-foot lift hill. I always love the views on the back row as well. Look at this. What an awesome setting this park has. Peppa Pig World, that'll be next for us. Hey! Oh! 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 Oh, wow! Oh, here we go. Storm Chaser! Hey! Oh, wow! Most intense part of the ride. Whoa! Oh, wow! Oh, the G-forces on that section. It's crazy. Hey. And back into the station. Wow. And some on-ride footage there then of Storm Chaser, the Mack Ride spinning coaster here in Tornado Springs. And I absolutely love that ride. Some brilliant views at the top of that 64-foot lift hill all over Tornado Springs. Speeds of about 37 miles an hour. And that helix, oh yeah, if you do get a good spin on that, it really is nice and intense. I just wish the ride was longer. I really do enjoy it so much. It's so well themed. Yeah, if it had just had like an extra 10-20 seconds to it, it would have been absolutely amazing. Anyway, Tornado Treats just behind me here is where you can get those mini melts that we looked at earlier. Let's see if there is any better than Dippin' Dots that you can get in the US. We'll take a look at the flavors and we'll get some in. And here's a quick look at the mini melts menu then, if you like, of all the different flavors that we've got. We've got 2 vegan options here, lemon and lime and mango, and then we've got strawberry, bubblegum, banana split, cotton candy, cream and cookie, and chocolate. Yeah, there we are. I'm looking forward to trying these. Might actually go for the banana split today. And just taking a seat here next to Trekking Tractors with my Dippin' Dots, or should I say mini melts. I have just had a taste of these and they are pretty much exactly Dippin' Dots. They taste exactly the same. Gone for the banana split, which I think is a mixture of banana, strawberry and chocolate pieces, and they are absolutely divine, just like Dippin' Dots, served in like this little, looks like kind of an upside down baseball cap, doesn't it really? A little bit expensive, £4.95 for this. You certainly don't get as many as you do over in the States when you buy Dippin' Dots, but they are absolutely beautiful, especially on a day like today. Oh, and those mini melts were absolutely divine. Buffalo Falls with just a 10-minute wait. Hey, don't often do this, but it's the perfect day for it, so let's head on. Here we go, Buffalo Falls, are we going to win? Hey! Oh, that time! Wow! Yes! Oh! Oh, and that was a really nice ride on Buffalo Falls there. You know what? I actually got quite a wet back on that. I got some serious airtime. Yeah, you can't deny a ride on Buffalo Falls on a day like today. And I thought, you know what? There was no queue on Trekking Tractors, so I thought I'd hop on. See a bit of the awesome theming around, just listen to the music. It is about 5:15 now, almost. Park will close today at 5:30. And then, of course, the VIP day begins. So have a quick look around Peppa Pig World. And then, of course, coming up should be some behind the scenes, as well as those presentations from the main stage, where we should hopefully find out some exciting news about the future of the park. Maybe we'll find out what that new roller coaster is going to be over in the Vikings area. Maybe some news about, obviously, the Holiday Village. And, of course, talks about Ghostly Manor as well. I love all the theming in this ride. Again, this is a ride I don't do very often when I come here to the park. It usually gets quite a long queue, actually, this. Operations today have been absolutely amazing. They really, really have. Queue times have been fantastic. Ghostly Manor is actually the longest queue that I actually waited for, and that was 15 minutes. Most rides walk on. I tell you what, Paultons Park, they really have got it in the bag. It's an incredible place. It really is. Staff here are fantastic. Just having a nice talk to the ride operator on here, Tom. So shout out to him. It's been great. Perfect weather day. Hey, if you have got kids, they can sit here in the front. They got their own little steering wheels and the little buttons that they can press as well. A few little interactives for them. And some on-ride footage there then of trekking tractors as we head on into Peppa Pig World. And I'll tell you what, I just missed it, but someone was having a hell of a time on Buffalo Falls. I've never heard anyone scream so loud in all my life. And here we are in Peppa. You got Mr. Potato's playground just off to the left. No more meet and greets, but they have been out today. 10:30 till 12:30 and 2 p.m. through until 3:30 if you want your picture taken with Peppa. And yeah, this is an area that certainly does filter out towards the end of the day. As you can see, it's pretty quiet in here now. Very, very busy this morning though. Peppa's big balloon ride. You got Miss Rabbit's helicopter flying over the back. It's just a beautiful area, this, isn't it? It's always nice and vibrant. Well catered for, well maintained. Grandpa Pig's little train just in front as well. You got Peppa's house over the back. Lots of photo opportunities in here. Daddy Pig's car ride. And of course, let's not forget George. Usually the only ride that I actually get on here. I do actually do the flying coach every now and again. Got little flat rides around here as well. The kids absolutely love it. There's George. I did actually go on this back in February, so if you do want to see on-ride POV, do check out that vlog right here in the Paultons Park playlist. And like I say, you got all the photo ops in here, and this was an absolutely hugely successful area for Paultons. Pretty much doubled park attendance overnight. And it's still really, really popular today. And it still looks great. Hey. There you go, a little rapids ride just through there. And all the characters. I couldn't tell you who they were. I've never watched an episode of Peppa Pig in my life. And here we are then, outside Route 83. I've just picked myself up a nice crispy beer. This wasn't free, £6.25 for this. A nice Budweiser, but as you can see, nice and busy. We've got a couple of tours that have left already for Cobra and Flight of the Pterosaur. I'm on the tour here for Storm Chaser. Of course, I done Cobra last year, and if you do want to see that, do check out May 2024's VIP here at Paultons Park on the channel. We had a look at Cobra, the maintenance bay, and a close-up look at all the trains, and I'm hoping that we're going to get something very similar to Storm Chaser here. Here we go. There's just a little bit of footage there then of how they bring the train down from the station down into the maintenance shed here, and allows you to get up nice, close and personal to the trains here. And obviously every morning here at Paultons Park they have to check to make sure that these bolts haven't moved. You can see all the markings here with the blue ink. Oh, it's fantastic. I love these VIP days. They really do allow you to just geek out, you know, get nice and close, see all parts of the ride that you might never see in general day-to-day operation. Ah, it's great. And of course you get to talk to all the engineers in here as well, ask any questions that you might have. You see all the controls here for the main lift. I do love the maintenance sheds for roller coaster trains. I think they're fascinating places. And there goes one of the trains right above. Honestly, there's so much to see here in the maintenance shed of Storm Chaser. It really is fantastic. Just love the way you can get so up close and how easy these are to just turn. It's great. Look at this, you get right underneath and see parts of the train that you never otherwise would have seen. There's more of these markings all around here. You've got them here on the wheels as well. At the back here, it's on the drive tyres. And obviously all of this has to be checked every single morning. Ah, it's great. You've got the main control system here. Nice Mac Rides logo, look at that. That looks cool.
See the yellow.
Got all the different pieces here on the shelves that you can look at. Probably have no idea what much of this stuff is. Yeah, look at this. All the fins on there. Oh, it's great. You can really just geek out with all of this. It's fantastic. Just love getting so up close to all of this stuff, you know. It really is impressive. You can see all the workings underneath there as the train kind of spins around. Absolutely brilliant. I love it. Yeah, it's great. Just lets you get real up close to the train. See all the theming in detail. All the signage down here at the bottom. Route 83 on the front. You see obviously the restraint systems there. And the quick release just here as well. With all the numbers and the buttons here. Hey, as the train goes above. Fantastic stuff. And a quick look there then at the maintenance shed of Storm Chaser, and I tell you what, it's so good to get kind of up close and personal to all the kind of inner workings of coasters. And days like today, the VIP event here at Paultons is a great opportunity to do that, and that was really great to see. I didn't stay there too long though, because I wanted to come down here and have a look behind these construction fences at the real exciting stuff. This is what's coming to Paultons next year. It's the Vikings land. Let's go take a look. And here we are then, the gates are open onto the construction site of what will be Vikings next year, and here we are just behind Cobra. Now this isn't actually an official guided tour, they've literally just opened the gates for us. They've got some fences down here so you can't kind of go too far in this area, but it just allows you to kind of come in and have a close look at everything that's going on here. Oh wow. And yeah, you can just appreciate how different this area looks. It's incredible really. I mean, remember when all the trees and the hedges used to be here, and it's all just completely gone. It's all flattened, and all the foundation work going into place down here. Absolutely incredible. All the footers in place all around the back here. You're not going to be able to get a great view of them from here. Of course, we can only go up to this section, but you can kind of just start to appreciate the size of this area. And here we are at the other end of those fences then, just taking another look at the footers for that new coaster here for Paultons Park. Rumoured to feature at least one inversion. And just in terms of reference for where I am, just behind that gate there is where you will find the Cobra topiary. Of course, you used to have that hedge-lined path coming down here, and then that kind of led down to this area here. This is where the gates are closed on the construction walls. And this is just a quick look at the site, and I'm really looking forward to getting some confirmation of what we're going to be actually seeing here during those presentations a little bit later on. This really is going to be an absolutely fantastic project, and just hearing through the grapevine, it sounds like big changes are coming to Cobra in September, which funnily enough is the same time that track is going to be delivered for the new coaster here. They're expecting it to go vertical in October. So of course, watch this space. Now, I did actually also hear that this isn't a project that's going to be ready for the start of the season in 2026. They're not going to be rushing this, so we're looking at probably this time next year for an opening for Vikings. But we'll see what we find out a little bit later on, for sure, at those presentations. It's been great to be here on the construction site though. Fantastic. And I've just left the construction site now then for Vikings, and that was fantastic to see behind the construction walls. And along with those details that I've just revealed, I have also found out that the station for the coaster is going to be kind of in this general area. So the lift hill is going to be somewhere around here, kind of very, very close to Cobra. So it's going to be a nice contrast. You're going to have obviously a 20-year-old ride and a brand new ride right next to it. Cannot wait for Verticality to start. And like I say, that is going to be in October. Also found out that this huge building here will actually be a restaurant, and I think this is fantastic by the park that they've actually built this pathway here to separate these two construction sites, which means it's actually allowed this part of the park, that western area, to remain open. So it's really great that they've thought of that. Unfortunately, come August though, I have been told that that will no longer be the case. They are going to have to close the entire area because they've got a lot of infrastructure coming in. A lot of theming is already being ordered. It's all under construction as we speak, and they're actually expecting it to be on a better level than Tornado Springs. I am so excited for this area. This is going to look absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see what Cobra looks like come September, and then of course verticality of that new ride is going to be great. One to watch for the future for sure. I'll tell you what, the VIP event so far here at Paultons Park has been absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed the behind the scenes of Storm Chaser, and especially behind the construction walls of that new Vikings area. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Cannot wait for all that official confirmation. I've heard some kind of rumblings through the grapevines that we should be in for some exciting stuff during those presentations. For now though, I'm going to grab myself some grub from the free buffet, get some more exclusive ride time on the rides here in Tornado Springs. Then I'll be heading over onto that main stage, and some of the highlights of that will be coming up here in this vlog.
Welcome to the second ever Superfans Day. Very excited to have you here.
Yeah.
So alongside Ghostly Manor, we gave Show Street a bit of a refresh, and it was definitely part of the park that was looking a bit more tired. We knew we needed to do something with it. It's obviously home to our first aid room and our education centre as well. New modern cladding, widened access to first aid, so a nice improvement there. Of course, joins into Ghostly Manor at the end there too, so added the hit and miss fencing to kind of segregate those two sections. Yeah. So on to probably the largest project outside of Ghostly Manor that we undertook this year was of course the investment into solar. So we installed 1,500 solar panels across the park, and it really is a really fantastic addition to our portfolio, and the solar panels take a little bit of getting used to. However, we think they're a great first impression when guests arrive at the park and really show our commitment to sustainability as well.
Yeah. We've worked incredibly hard right up into the deadline, and for us to have a dark ride now on park is excellent, and we're so pleased that we can add something like this to our ride lineup.
Yeah, and it's thanks to the incredible work of our teams, as James said, for our projects team, our engineering team, our landscaping team. Everyone at the park that had an input into Ghostly Manor has done such a fantastic job. And also we've been working with some fantastic partners, obviously Mac Rides, Lagatronics, Themix, who did a lot of the internal design of the sets and the production of those props, and of course Leisure Expert Group, who were the designers of the ride. So really, really happy to have such fantastic partners to work with. So some internal shots here from when the ride was being constructed. We took delivery of the Mac Ride system, the turntable, and of course started building the parts in the middle that make up the ride, where all the screens sit for the different elements, and where a lot of the motors and those control systems sit for the animatronic elements. This is how it looks now. There it is. We really believe that Ghostly Manor, as James said, shows another step up in quality for us at Paultons. It's a ride we're incredibly proud of, and we think it's a great addition here at the park and also in the UK. Very family friendly, a Scandinavian style holiday village with around 90 units. But as I said, we're very, very early. Not even we know when this will open yet.
No, and that is the truth, honestly.
That is the truth.
We don't want to put a date on it at the moment. We're very, very early in the process. There's a lot of work for us to do on this. We're excited about the project. We're looking to do our take on it with sort of tree houses, underground accommodation, something different, something special that fits Paultons Park and the quality we've been known for. But we really do not have any more to share on it at the moment. Maybe next year we might have some more for you.
Yeah. But yes, we know why you're really here. You want to see what we've got planned for next year. So who's ready to find out? Yeah! Play the tape. We are really excited to announce Valgard, Realm of the Vikings. This brand new immersive area will open in May next year and includes our tallest and fastest roller coaster to date. A brand new UK first flat ride and of course a full re-theme of the Cobra roller coaster, which is very exciting.
Everyone loves Cobra.
Everyone loves Cobra. And there you go, one last look at the concept art. Looks pretty cool. We're very excited.
It looks excellent. We are really excited.
So we're proud to announce that 20 years after partnering with Gerstlauer on our first major roller coaster, the Cobra, we're working with them again to bring you Drakon, the first roller coaster at Paultons with inversions, 2 inversions in fact. Drakon will feature an incredible first drop where riders are taken underneath and over the top of our existing Gerstlauer bobsled before being thrown into an exciting and thrilling layout. Our UK first flat ride is an art engineering wild swing, known as Wild Swing.
Has anyone been on a wild swing before? Yeah. They are excellent rides. Yeah. They are really, really good rides. We are excited to, really excited to have one of those at Paultons, and a UK first as well, which we love.
Yeah, it's the perfect combination of family fun, thrill, and really offsets the thrilling coaster that we're installing right next to it. Cobra will be known from May next year as Raven. It's going to have a real birthday and of course the new roller coaster going through the middle of the first drop of Raven is going to really, really make the ride very special and very interesting.
Absolutely. I know there's been a lot of people crying out for years for us to theme Cobra, theme that area. So what we're doing with Raven will be excellent. We're really looking forward to it. There's some beautiful theming pieces to go in. The ride experience will change completely with the new pieces we're doing. So that's exciting as well. We're going to enhance what we've already got, and the opportunity to do it all together is brilliant, really.
Yeah, and it's worth saying as well that you will have seen in the concept art that Magma will be leaving the park with its last operational day on the 7th of September this year, but it's not leaving the UK. And within the area there will also be a new food and beverage outlet and also a brand new playground for the younger kids as well. So there you go, Valgard. A lot more information will be going on the website. But we're not quite done yet, because we did want to give you a little tease of what might be coming in 2000.
Quite stormy over there, isn't it?
It is. There's a real Real clouds, real storm brewing.
And with those highlights then from the main stage, that is going to bring this vlog here at Paultons Park to a close. And what an absolutely incredible day it's been. Operations today, absolutely amazing, fantastic, as they always are here at Paultons. Queue times have been really low, and the VIP event has been absolutely brilliant. A big thank you to the team for all the hospitality that they provided for us today. And it's been absolutely great to see the behind the scenes, both of Storm Chaser and of course behind the scenes of the construction, seeing all the footers in place and everything that's going on there. Really, really exciting stuff. And of course, Ghostly Manor, what an absolutely fantastic addition to Paultons that is. It's a glorious dark ride. Yes, it does still need some tweaking, which I'm sure they're going to do going forward, some calibration here and there, but it's an absolutely brilliant ride. It's so well themed. The queue line and the queue line sort of from on the outside and on the inside of the ride is fantastic. There's some really nice pre-shows, and the ride, like I say, the ride system itself is so unique for the UK. It works really well. It's really nice and smooth. It's a great mix of both props and screens, and it's really, really well done. I'm really, really happy for the park. It's a fantastic addition. Definitely come down here and get your rides in on that. The UK's newest dark ride and Paultons' first interactive dark ride. It really is amazing. And then, of course, what you've just seen on that stage. Wow, they have got some incredible plans coming up. Of course, what you've seen, we now have a name for the new area, the new Vikings area, Realm of the Vikings, called Valgard. That is the official name for it. Cobra is going to be fully rethemed and renamed into Raven, and we've got a brand new Gerstlauer Eurofighter coming named Drakon, and that's going to feature multiple inversions. It's going to kind of wrap around Raven now, not Cobra, and it looks absolutely fantastic. Need to have a closer look at that concept art, but from what you saw there on the footage from those highlights, it looks like it's going to be fantastic. And I think they're still keeping a couple of bits under wraps for now. A few teasers here, some clouds and stuff on that artwork that they weren't going to divulge what that was going to be. There's lots of space there. Obviously, we've got a brand new flat ride going in place called the Wild Swing, which is a wild swing attraction. Apparently, it's going to have a height restriction of about 0.9 meters, so great again for families. The Gerstlauer Eurofighter is actually going to have a 1.25 meter height restriction, so that's absolutely fantastic, nice and accessible for lots of people coming to the park, and it looks great. It looks like Cobra is going to have a new green retheme by the looks of it, color scheme, and Drakon is going to be obviously quite bright red by the looks of it. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to come back next year and see that whole area. Of course, we'll be down here more than obviously just this time here this year, so we'll get lots of construction updates when we next visit the park over the next few months or so. I think it's absolutely brilliant, and again, like I say, huge shout out to obviously Lawrence Mancy and James Mancy giving the presentation on the stage there. They're great guys here at Paultons, some great Q&As afterwards as well, and I just cannot wait to see that area. It's going to be amazing. Magma is actually going to be leaving the park, sadly. That's not actually part of the plans, and Edge is not going to be incorporated into the Vikings area. It's actually going to be sat just outside of the proposed plans for Vikings. So there you have it, Valgard, absolutely fantastic. I'm sure I'll be posting more on the socials soon as more of that news breaks, but I'm really, really excited for that. What an absolutely fantastic day here at Paultons Park, the second VIP event that they've run, and it really is always such a glorious time here. I've met some fantastic people, been lovely meeting you all, and yeah, here we are, two exciting times going forward at Paultons Park. In terms of the next vlog coming up then, well, I am going to be having my very first visit. People are probably sick of seeing it now, but it's my first time at Universal's Epic Universe. That's going to be coming up next right here on the channel. I'm off to Florida this coming Wednesday. So of course we'll have Universal's Epic Universe, the other 2 Universal parks, the 4 Disney parks, and obviously the 2 SeaWorld parks as well, SeaWorld Orlando and Busch Gardens, and also hopefully going to try and squeeze Legoland Florida in there as well. That series of vlogs is coming up right here on the Adventure Planet YouTube channel. But for today, from the absolutely incredible Paultons Park, I want to thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy riding everybody, and I will see you at Epic Universe.